Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and got a lot of very cool creations of different types and things to look at today, which is really cool. Quite a variety, I will say. I'm showing all of these in Reforged Eden. I believe there's one creation that is not for Reforged Eden, but I'll bring that up when I get to it. So the very first creation here today is the Tempest Reforged Eden by Ente. And this is an SV, and it's sure a real pretty one, I gotta say too. For SVs here, I love the shape and design of it. The color scheme really works well for it as well. With the white, the black, the gray, and then you notice there's quite a bit of texture lights on some of these trim pieces here and across like the wing off the back of it. Just really set up nicely for a fighter like SV. It's got quite a lot of weaponry on it as well. Taking a look at around the front here, I'll have to see what we're doing with the exact guns here, but it certainly looks like it's more of a combat-oriented SV. Maybe it does some other things too. I have not seen the interior, obviously, because they've just been Google-eyeing the outside of it. Really nice block work here. Color scheme, the whole ball of wax. I love the shape of it. Little features that I thought looked really cool too are these really cool looking glass windows on the sides over here of this. Looks kind of like a cockpit area in there, but that looks sharp. There's just a lot of really cool block work going on in this ship, and the color scheme as well really works for it. Like the black wing section going across here, and it kind of goes into some fancier block work into the ends of the wing. There's just so many features to point out here. And side profile of the whole. Oh, I'm backed into another ship here. Of the whole cockpit area, and it looks like it's packing quite a lot of thrust power in it as well. I'm noticing a big set of strafing thrusters down over here. Quite a bit going on with forward thrust too. So we got 7 total, but we got some these outer ones are pretty potent thrusters there. And it looks kind of like we got some long range radar going on. Let me just get out the tool here a second, see if that is yeah, it actually is the long range radar. I like to check that because there's the obvious deco part going on there too. So. Wow, very nice though. Really cool SV. Yeah, definitely like it. All right, well anyway, man, just everything about this looks amazing. Awesome work to the author again. Just you really knock it out of the park with these creations. All right, so I'm gonna adjust the lighting. I'm gonna get on board this a minute and see what's going on the inside here. I'm going to try to go a little bit on the dark side here. I'll get out of God mode here a second too. Alright, so as soon as we get in, it looks like we got our trauma station and armor locker. I'm sorry, O2, and then a regular box over there. We got some auxiliary cores and a button deal over here. What is going on with that? Oh, and you know what? Before I get into this, I want to see if there is... there is. I'm going to turn this on. I notice with the author's creations, typically puts in upgrade markers, which are LCDs indicating where part upgrades go. So I figure I'll turn that on before touring the rest of this. Oh yeah, we do have the armor locker right over there. I kind of expected it. It's one of those things that you kind of want right when you get in. We got Wi-Fi up on the back there. Looks like we're using some, I would say, auxiliary cores in here too. So maybe. They certainly look like it, don't they? Yep, yeah, okay, so we got at least 2 small auxiliary cores in here. We'll take a look at the device manager here in a while, or the device manager. Maybe that's what it's called. Well, anyway, the devices. Checking out this section over here too. I just little simple things sometimes look really amazing. Like if you notice the block that was used right here, which is kind of like all in one block. It goes from a round to full block on 2 sides. Well, yeah, 2 sides of it. But that looks really neat. It gives it this kind of cool looking. It almost looks like a thin panel over some other stuff, and it has to do with how it was textured there. Like it's got a really more of a busy texture in the back area, flat metal over here, painted a little bit different color, but it almost looks like it's a layer of thin blocks over the back block, but it's not. It's all the same block, and it looks really cool that way. That is a nice way to go about it. Love this thin block going on along the sides in here as well, and obviously it is sporting quite a lot of shield parts in here. So, geez, what do we got? It looks like 16, so a full barrage of shielding in here. Got quite a few generators. Looks like another location where you could probably add one in the corner, and even a couple more on this side over here. So if you do need more generators or room for additional upgrade blocks, you have it. So on this side, we have our kitchenette on display here. Again, yeah, this looks awesome. So we got a constructor in there, a couple fridges, got a counter, got the actual food processor for Reforged Eden. And if you're only familiar with vanilla, this is a part that's not in vanilla. There's a lot of parts that are not in vanilla. And it's kind of, I seen a commenter, a couple comments saying vanilla players kind of getting a little annoyed that a lot of people are, including myself, are building primarily Reforged Eden creations, and the reason for that really has to do with there's so many more parts and things to do with a Reforged Eden creation that you just can't do in vanilla. So I mean, if you really want to build and really go to the full extent of what the game can offer, a modded version of the game or a scenario, I guess you could say, then you would really kind of want to focus on Reforged Eden, because like all these parts here, these shield pieces and the food processor and just so many other things are not available in vanilla. So this one definitely has that going on. So anyway, so we have our kitchen display, then we have our passenger seat area, a couple of cargo boxes on the side, a couple storage controllers mounted in here. It looks like we got a ramp getting up in here. It's pretty unique too on the interior with the wood floor going on. That's interesting choice here. It looks really good with it though, with the color scheme. And it's interesting that there's some metal pieces here painted kind of more of a grayish white color, kind of to break that up, give it a lot of stuff going on there. Just huge amounts of detail throughout this. And now we're getting up to the bridge here, and we've got our upgrade information LCD over here. So it's talking about adding 3 additional generators, 14 advanced medium thrusters, 12 additional turrets, holy smokes, up to 4 additional fixed cannon bomb weapons, marking, yeah, that's, okay, so this is definitely on the high-end side. I mean, obviously it's using a couple aux cores to start with, as far as we know right now, and a lot of upgrade potential beyond what's already here, and it's got quite a bit already here. Then we get up to the cockpit area. That looks great. Look at this whole control setup here and whatnot. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, I definitely like it. So we got our main core right below the pilot seat, which is a good option. It's kind of what I've been steering towards with most all the newer builds as well. In case you take catastrophic damage, you will just get killed and blow up the core, so the AI stops blowing the rest of the creation away. So you could probably, hopefully, save it, maybe come back, grab it, repair it, whatnot, and still have it, not lose the whole creation. So we've got some neat buttons over here. Hold on, let me get the HUD on a second. There we go. I hit the button. So we got a drone hatch right above here. Very cool. Quick way in and out of the cockpit. And essentially, if you ever see a drone hatch or the terminology like that, it's usually if you walk a little bit in front of it, and then you hit F5 to launch your drone. Maybe I'm not far enough, or maybe I went too far. Basically, like that, I had to walk up right up to this position here about, and then you can just launch your drone right out of the creation. So if you need to go pick up some loot out of a POI or something like that, and it's in range of your drone, it's a great option for that. And then you don't have to get out of your ship. You don't have to get shot up by the occasional drone that's flying by, or need an EVA or two on your suit to not freeze to death, stuff like that. So really, really nice option to have that in most creations, actually. Anything that would be dealing with combat and POIs, salvaging, anything like that. Really, really awesome option. But anyway, this entire creation just looks stellar inside and out. So, all right. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go back into God mode and let's get some lights back on here a minute. And with the upgrade marker options, it looks like there's a lot of LCDs that came into place on the hull. Places to add a bunch of different weaponry, and I think it even tells you what to put here. A medium thrust to remove the block. Oh, that's cool. So you can add some more thrusters, like down thrust, I believe, in that location. Some of these are going to be turrets. So there's a turret there, turret here, turret here. Yeah, that's cool. Nice way to mark it, and then you can keep your hull clean without putting a bunch of kind of gaudy looking LCDs all over it, or not LCDs. I'm sorry, like decal things. So really awesome work with that. Yeah, very, very nice. Very nice looking SV here. Higher on end SV, I would say. But let's just take a look at some numbers here and see what's going on. So to start with, we're unlocked level 25, size class 4. 104 forward, 56 strafing, 68 lift, 73 reverse, and 45 down. 42 fuel tanks. Wow, a lot of fuel on this. 4 oxygen tanks. Quite a barrage of base weaponry, including the long-range radar as well. But yeah, laser cannons, plasma cannons, positrons, and obviously a huge amount more upgrade potential to this as well. So we are running actually, oh wow, okay, so it's running a lot more auxiliary cores than I thought. So it's running 10 aux cores stock. It's got a 9-hour and 48-minute build time. I mean, if we're an SV, I mean, this is a high-end SV, so it's going to be more expensive than your average one. But then again, you know, it's running a lot of shield, a lot of weaponry, a lot of thrust power, and then a lot of upgrade potential. So definitely in the high-end spectrum for SVs. And right now, yeah, it looks like the CPU is balanced. Obviously, it has the quantum cores, or I'm sorry, the auxiliary cores in it. So it is balanced right up to where it needs to be. And it looks like the author tried to pack in as much as possible into the ship stock. So the CPU is right up to the edge there. So let's take a look at the storage. So we got a big ammo controller on here, which is a good thing. Yeah, you'd want to hold a lot of ammo. So we got a 32K ammo controller. Keep in mind, again, this is a SV. That's big. That's big. So we got 37.5K pretty much storage controller, and then we got a second controller at 36, almost 37K. Wow, this holds a lot of. I mean, these numbers are big for SVs. I mean, so anything that you don't see is probably a container extension. So yeah, that's cool. So you got quite a lot of storage for an SV, and it can hold a heck of a lot of ammo for an SV, and over definitely probably a little bit over 70K, like 74K or so, or 73K, something like that of total storage, plus 32K for ammo storage. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And I think we let's look at one more time at the P menu options. So we do have an exit, a ramp, and a drone hatch. So yeah, makes sense here. So we got a ramp. Okay, so you can just kind of open that up. You can land. If you're going to pick up somebody, you could go in there, land, hit the P menu option, open up the door for the back. If you don't want to put that on a sensor, or maybe it's on a sensor too. Just another option. And obviously more upgrade locations throughout the hull here on the bottom side as well, adding some more thrusters and things like that. So yeah, again, wow. Very, very nice SV. Kudos to the author. This is it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Again, the Tempest by Reforged Eden. I'm sorry, the Tempest by Ente for Reforged Eden. Yeah, Reforged Eden is a person now. Didn't you know that? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway, the next creation. This one is the SSW Sfid Reforged Decay Collection by Stan 2112. Decay Collection. I haven't heard of that yet. Oh, that could be like is that another faction? A new faction. Anyway, this is a CV, and it's borderline micro CV. I wouldn't say, well, kind of. It's a really, really small CV. And it's pretty interesting here with this whole ramp over here. It kind of looks like it's maybe made to collect some auto miners or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong on that though. Maybe maybe this is just a docking part for something else here. Very nice though. It's small. Love this block formation here on the sides with this big roundy area with the texture lights. Using those new blocks. That looks really cool. I turned off the thrusters on this, so the only thing that maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to take it off, lift it off the ground, but I did not see any landing gear on it, but I could be absolutely mistaken on that. So I'm gonna take it off, fly it up in the air a little bit in a bit here, and check that out. But yeah, just without knowing for sure, I'm just keep on thinking that this would be a nice way to extract the loot from a auto harvester, just based on how it's set up. But I don't know if that's correct or not. I don't know if that was the intent of that piece, or if it's some kind of docking mount to another creation. That also could be it. So it looks like we got long range radar on the back, and you can see we got a warp drive in there as well, and obvious like a drone hatch, like another quick access into the cockpit here. So we just got a force field there. It doesn't even look like there's a door there. It's just kind of set up for you to fly in, walk over there, get to something, maybe get back in really quick. So again, my best guess would be it is for auto miner collections, or basically collect all the loot from auto miners. But other than that, right now I'm not seeing another way in. Oh yeah, there is, right over here. Alright, so let me adjust the lighting here. We'll get on board, see what's going on in here. I imagine this is mostly ship parts. It's not very big. So yeah, look at that. So you get right into this this cockpit area, but it's got a lot of function in here too. So we got looks like some medical devices, armor locker, your standard med bay. At least two of the four pieces here to fix you up. Obviously the hatch up there, fridge, food processor, small constructor. Got our CPU blocks over here, storage controller, main core, shower. Yeah, it's got a lot going on in the small area. Passenger seat as well. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So it's just a business. As soon as you get in here, it's kind of like a almost like a starter CV in this regard here. And I think the rest of the ship is off limits, but it's probably just full of parts. Obviously, like the warp drive. I wouldn't doubt this has a shield on it too. You know, I did not look at the shield on the first creation either. I should have done that. I think it was on one of the screens that I brought up, but I didn't call out the number there. But yeah, this is nice. This is nice. It looks like it's not going to be too pricey either. Let me get the lights back on here a second. And before I forget, let me just take a look at our shield strength on this. Okay, 8,825. Sorry for not calling that out on the first run through. It was on the screen at least, so I figured that was going to have a big shield. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, nice looking ship. Nice looking ship. Small. I mean, it's only a little bit bigger than the SV sitting next to it. Well, I guess it's a fair amount bigger in total mass. But anyway, let's take a look at some numbers here. So to start with, we are unlock level 25, size class 1. Let me turn on the thrusters. And I'm going to turn this on too, just for the heck of it. All right. So, there we are again. So, speeds. We do 40 forward, 20 strafing, 40 lift, 40 reverse, 40 down. So pretty balanced over there. Some pretty good roll, yaw, and pitch numbers as well. CPU wise, we are just a basic CPU core in here. So basically your main core and one basic, bringing you to 400,000 CPU. Using 383 out of that. Take a look at your storage here. So, okay, so we've got a cargo main and ammo, 256K right there. And beyond that, it looks like I think we have some boxes, nicely labeled and everything like that. Looks really sharp here. Double color setup there. I do like the double color setup. Very nice. So, yeah, other than that, yeah, really it does look like, I mean, whether it was built for it or not, it does look like it would be a good auto miner extractor kind of creation here. In fact, well, the name doesn't really say anything about that in the name of it. But yeah, very nice ship here. Let's just take a look at one last thing on the main menu here. We do have a shield installed as well, so we got 2450 on shield strength. So other than that, we've got hint LCDs, exterior lights, and it looks like the radar was off as well. Hint LCD. What's a hint LCD? Oh, that's interesting. It's like a code. Huh. I've seen a puzzle in Reforged Eden in a part of the game before that had symbols like this that lined up to numbers. And I think that's kind of what those are for. I'm just taking a wild guess here. Totally could be wrong on that, but I'm guessing it's for that. And it just kind of gives you the numbers, so you don't have to like go back and forth and translate the shapes to the numbers. It's kind of right there as a hint LCD. Interesting. I've never seen that done before. That's cool. That's cool though. What do we got out here? There's another LCD right here. Oh, that's okay. So yeah, it's giving you some hints on how to get through some things in the game, I believe, a little bit easier, so you don't have to do a bunch of stuff out in the field. That's cool. That is very, very cool. All right. Well, anyway, again, this is the SSW Sfid Reforged Decay Collection by Stan2112. Very, very cool CV. Some unusual options on it. Looks like it'd be really quite useful in game for a lot of things, though. It's got a good amount of storage. It's really, really small for a CV, definitely. All right, so the next creation here, this one's really cool. This is the one creation that is for vanilla. So the stats are going to be a little bit off, but keep in mind it'll balance out just fine in vanilla with the CPU. So the next one here is the Recon Tank 5 by 11265 KRB. And man, this looks awesome. This looks awesome. Look at the treads on here, and look at how the author did the treads. I've never seen that done like this before, and it looks amazing. So these are actually like landing pads, or the landing gear pad pieces that you can put on HVs, and the author used them as tracks to go around. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. It looks like they should work. You know, it looks like I totally want to like throw in a battery and have a little RC remote and drive this thing around. It really looks like it's ready to move. And that is so cool. Awesome shaping on this too. It looks quite realistic, you know, to a lot of things out there. All, you know, different kinds of military vehicles and things like that. APCs, no, APVs. Wow, armor personnel carriers, APCs. My fault. I had to think about that a second. Yeah, that's a very nice looking creation here, and I gotta, you know, hand it to the author for being original with doing tank tracks. That's probably the coolest I've seen to date, trying to portray tank tracks on something. And literally the innovation here of using these landing or docking pads, HV docking pads, to actually pull that off looks amazing. It just adds so much more detail there in that regard. And it's just again, the way the author even like put in like this block here to kind of line up to the rest of them, to get those angles in place there. And yeah, really, really well done there. There's some stuff going on the inside here too. It almost looks like we've got some shocks or, you know, things on the inside part of the tracks. And got kind of like a little towing winch back over here. Makes a lot of sense. And obviously you got some guns and some boxes. And a harvester on the front there too. Our lights. I don't believe there's a interior on here. But yeah, wow, very, very nice. That looks really, really exquisite, I gotta say. Got a detector going on here, and we got our exhaust as well. You gotta have the exhaust, otherwise it gets all, probably get carbon monoxide poisoning on the inside. All right, well, anyway, gorgeous looking creation here. Heavy kudos on the tank track setup as well. It looks really, really awesome. All right, so to start with here, we are size class 1 or 0.68. We do 9 forward, 3 again, these stats are going to be skewed because this is a vanilla creation. So almost double the numbers you're seeing here, or more than that. I'm not exactly sure how HVs translate in vanilla. But 9 forward, 3 strafing, 9 reverse in Reforged Eden at least. Let's see here, 28 minute and 39 second build time. Not using anything special whatsoever in the creation here, so nothing. I mean, 20 titanium. Other than that, just your basics. It's super inexpensive as well. It does have a detector, can do harvesting. Does have the 1 minigun turret, 2 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, this is where it's going to be skewed a little bit because I'm showing it in Reforged Eden, but I do believe it'll be balanced in vanilla. It just probably needs, in Reforged Eden, probably needs that basic CPU block installed, I do believe. Or maybe it wasn't set up for CPU, but I think I think this is vanilla and it probably would balance out just fine. So let's take a look at some storage here. We got an ammo controller at 125, harvest controller at 125, fridge, a couple storage boxes at 125, a couple storage packs at 235. So not any big storage on here. The ammo controller wouldn't need any more than that, though. It's just running the single turret. Harvest controller could probably stand a little bit more with the tree cutting, but it's not bad. You know, you can get some trees. I think it's mainly about more of a recon. Well, obviously a recon tank. So it's not really meant necessarily to to chop trees as it's living. It's meant to go scope the area, see what's going on, and figure out your targets, POIs, whatever you want to do, resource nodes, that kind of thing. So. And you can pick up some stuff and store some stuff on it as well. So you got quite a few boxes and things for that. But again, very, very nice creation. Super detailed. Yeah. Again, the tracks. Can't get over the tracks. They look amazing. So again, this is the Recon Tank 5 by 11265 KRB. Very nice looking creation here. All right, so the next creation, I'm going to jump around a little bit here. I'm going to start with a module, and then we're going to go take a look at a module carrier. So first of all, we've got this module here. This is the 4M6DA Corma command carrier. built for RE, Helios style, uh, upgradable by Poetry of Strings. So what the author did is, I believe, took a existing module, maybe the Helios P module or production module, and then kind of rebuilt it from inside out. So it would be a standard Helios type module. The exterior, yeah, looks nice. We got some solar panels incorporated here, and we also got some farm plots in here as well. So it's obviously quite a bit different than the original module. I like this idea back over here too. It's got these extra solar panels on the back side, and the hull deck of the Helios or Helios-like creations would be about here. So these would kind of like sit up on the outside of the flight deck. So this would fit just fine. It's all measured out to do that. And then it's got a big glass section on the back side of the creation here. So it's totally different module. Looks pretty interesting here. Yeah, and the original module was obviously it just for park and do production. So the original one I think had 8 320K storage bays, if I got that right, and places for a bunch of constructors and that kind of thing in it. So this one is obviously doing different stuff. So here I'm going to tour this right now, and then I'll fly it up and go dock it to a new module carrier, or one that I haven't seen before. Let me adjust the lighting here too. So this kind of looks, I'm getting the impression that this is like a whole player base going on here. So as soon as you walk in, yes, we do have some production right up front here. So a couple advanced constructors, a couple small constructors, 4 cargo bays. Looks like they're hitting, well, this one's actually above. This was 375, 320 there. I'll look at that a little bit later anyway here. And then right up here, it looks like we've got a lot of utility going on here. We've got our armor repair, armor locker, a couple, no, I'm sorry, yeah, 2 armor lockers right there. These are just storage containers and stuff like that over there. Our O2 on this side. Another machine. We got our other medical pieces, or the rest of them over here. The 4 unique medical parts. Gotta have one of these in there. I like that part too. Oh, geez, we got a back room over here. Wow, this is absolutely completely different than what the other creation was. So yeah, this is like a chill out area. So you got some seats over here. Got a plant. Looks like we've got a nice couch set up over here, so you can kind of chill in this glass area. Oh, there's a bedroom back over here. Computer, you got to have your shower over there. Yeah, it's really kind of opened up here. Now we've got a second floor on here too. Then over here we've got our kitchen. So a couple food processors, a kitchen cabinetry, fridge in place there. And yeah, definitely the plants. Yeah, we got another kitchen counter over here. This is more of the bathroom setup on that side, I do believe. Cool looking sign kind of hanging down there. I like that, how that was done there with the trim border around the part there, or the deco piece. Very cool. Let's get back out here, and let's go take the staircase up to the middle here. And then up top, we've got, wow, actually quite a bit of farming going on in here. So it looks like we're, 30, no, more than that. We got 3 times 18, so 48 grow plots, I believe. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, so production, farming, chill out place, all your utility function. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this literally could be your whole house. Kind of like a starter CV in itself, but it's just a module. Be nice to bring down to planets and things like that, and so you can do stuff when you're collecting resources and whatnot. We got a teleporter in here as well, which is really, really cool. Yeah, set up on a sensor, and then up to the docking pilot seat over there. Yeah, very cool module. Very, yeah, just totally different. And again, like a home away from home here. It does kind of everything, which is really, really, really cool here. So anyway, let me go. I'm going to go fly this. Well, let's look at the numbers, then I'll go fly it. So to start with here, we are size class 3, unlock level 15, 17 forward, 7 strafing, 17 lift, 17 reverse, 17 down. Again, a module. Typically, you would park these on a module carrier and then just kind of leave them. Now, this one might be a little different because it's kind of a base, sort of. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it really does like pretty much everything a base would do except for furnaces, and you can't do that on here. 6 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks, 4-hour and 48-minute build time. Pretty inexpensive as well. Just a touch of estrium and zacosium in there. Hardly anything to be concerned about. CPU-wise, it is really light on CPU. So it does have a basic CPU core in here, but I dare say it doesn't need it. I think you can get 200,000 CPU with just a core. And not have the basic to bring it up to 400,000. So if you're going to add guns or something to it, of course you're going to need that extra CPU. But it probably doesn't need it right off the gates. It's so light on CPU as it sits that it just doesn't necessarily need it. Now maybe if you brought it into vanilla, it probably would, because vanilla charges a whole lot more for storage. Speaking of storage, let's get into that here. So we've got Cargo 1 at 375, Cargo 2 at 375, Cargo 3 at 320, Cargo 4 at 320. And we've got the rest of the stuff. Oh, we got italics in here too. Very cool. So freezer food, freezer meds, all kinds of stuff going on here. A bunch of nicely labeled boxes here. All underlines under these two over here, armor closet and repair station. Yeah, so they got into italic and underline symbols into the labeling these as well. And if you're unsure on how to do that with a lot of these, if you go up to a controller, and let's see if we get into devices here. Here's the code that's going on for here, and essentially it's got these open brackets and closed brackets. Like this over here is saying center, I believe, and then this is your hexadecimal color code, and this is the name. Like some of these, the one I looked at doesn't use the italics. If it did, it would probably have the open bracket with an I in there and a closed bracket to do italics. But essentially, you can add in some kind of like baseline HTML-like code into these. You don't get a lot of characters, so you got to kind of keep it kind of compressed, but that's how you do it. And that's how you set colors to the storage controllers and do other things like italics or underline. And I think you can do bold. Not sure how that would show up. Never tried any of that on those. But yeah, again, very, very cool. So here, let me get up here, and we're going to go fly and park at the next creation. Let me adjust the lighting as well here. So yeah, this probably here. Let me get the menu back on here, and let me see what I'm looking at here. Where did it go? It should have been. Oh, I just landed again. I got to turn around, go this way. So obviously, it's not meant to be super quick. That would be a waste of resources if it was built to be super fast or anything like that. All right, so let me get over to this 4M6 DA Corma carrier, which is the next creation I wanted to show. So I'm going to find a module bay here, and we got our guide markers right there. I'm going to try to balance this off by hitting the O key a second before trying to dock here. I'm going to come in a little bit low on this as well, which is probably a safer bet. But yeah, it lines up pretty good. So we're going to park right up here, and let's get you in place. Oh, those might have already been placed low anyway. So, all right. Well, anyway, we got this mounted up, and see how those the solar panels are over here. But speaking of that, let's take a look at this creation over here. Um, this is the next one is the 4M60A KURMA or Corma command carrier built for RE by Poetry of Strings. I think I said the name already on this one, but yeah, look at this. Look at this. I added this to the Helios module collection now as well. I did that this morning when I was getting all set up for the video here. Thought this was a really, really cool looking module carrier. I like what the author did here too. It's got like thruster pods out on the front edges of it and the back edges of it as well. But again, another like big Helios style creation, a flatbed carrier with a whole bunch of Helios module bays on it and some other bays as well. In fact, it looks like it's running. These would be probably the dropship module bays on the front, the larger ones, and it's got 2 of those. And we got some more stuff going on below that as well. Love the framework going on in here too. It's super detailed. Really lights up different kind of your black with the texture light set up on here. Looks really sharp. It's a big carrier. I gotta say, I think this is bigger than Helios by a decent margin actually. Seems like it's taller for sure on the areas here. So it looks like, I would guess, we got 2 dropship module bays, which are the bigger ones. And then going across the sides here, it looks like we've got, I'd say 6, well, 3 per side, 6 regular Helios module bays, and then it's got the smaller ones as well. Oh, I like the framework going on in here too. Look at that. It's using like the double thin blocks to build these really cool looking, I don't know, metal framing pieces in there. Super detailed again. Look at all the stuff that's going on in here. A lot of breakups on the body, just giving it that detailed and kind of technical look. Like there's a lot of different parts and equipment and things going on all over the place across the hull. Yeah, this is neat. This is really neat. So, well, maybe some of these are, this is interesting. So this looks like it kind of handles a different type of module as well. I'm seeing some position LCDs over in the corners, at least on that one. Does it? Not over here, though. Maybe these back bays are kind of set up for dual purpose, where they can handle some other kinds of modules as well. It's interesting. That's interesting. I really probably should read the description a little bit more after this here to figure it out. But it looks like, wow. Yeah, look at this son of a gun. This is a big one. Oh, it looks very, very nice. So like the top hull or the flatbed design part of it as well. Looks like we've got a lot of integrated solar panels in here as well. Makes a lot of sense for a creation like this. Just a lot of stuff going on the surface here. And in fact, we even got like a runway setup going right down the middle of it. That's a cool looking idea there too. Like the LCD name over here, multi-module carrier. Yeah, definitely, I can definitely see that. Man, you could park a lot of stuff on here. I haven't even been to the backside yet. But again, I like the way the author did these thrusters as well, keeping them away from the main hull, keeping them out to the outer edges of the creation for maximum effect on your like pitch, yaw, and roll, things like that. And then, holy smokes, we've got a lot of stuff going on in here. Big old door in the back area here too. Automatically opens. I don't want to get in it quite yet. Let's just look at a little bit more of the hull here on the bottom side. Wow, super detailed. Just, yeah, it's busy. It's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of texture lights. Look really cool at night too. But look at all this intricate stuff going on throughout the hull. There's just so much to look at. I can't even really point it all out, but just lots and lots of things going on here. And yeah, a really high capacity module carrier as well. Yeah, at least 2 dropship modules, 6 Helios modules, some of these other smaller Helios bays in the sides, and it might even do like Majora modules. Maybe that's what these other docking pieces are for on the rear module area. So quite a lot of options here. So it definitely fits the bill for like a Helios-like creation, or just the general module carrier style here. All right. Well, anyway, let's get aboard here. I guess I'm gonna come in through this back door right now. I'm sure there's a lot of different ways in and out of here. Yeah, also adjust the lighting. I have a feeling this one's really gonna light up, so we're gonna keep it kind of on the dark side right now and see how this works out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The lighting. Oh, I must have walked out of a sensor area there, or it wasn't in it. Oh, look at the detail on the inside too. So we got a big hangar going on in here. Oh, the lights are, yeah, where I'm going, the lights are turning on, so it's kind of, yeah, it's set to a certain area there, so it lights up whatever side you're on at the time. Got a lot of big hangar section in here. Oh, look at the blinky lights on the ground too. They're actually kind of rounded off here. Oh, that's cool. So kind of like, and they're all, yeah, and a nice timed formation going on in there. Do we have that on the other side? Yep. That's cool. It's kind of like a guide marker to pull out of the landing pad and go down the main stretch there. Wow. Look at this. So we got a staircase up the back. I guess we'll just start at the back. We got some suspended landing pads over here too for some other smaller SVs, or you can probably get an HV up there if you're playing around, but probably for SVs. Let's see where this door goes. Okay, so this goes straight outside the creation, all the way up to one of the big thruster modules on the sides there. And this is pretty interesting too. So actually, oh man, look at that! I didn't realize there's room inside these modules too. So we got an elevator, we got a place to sit and chill. Here, I'm gonna get the lighting a little bit higher here. Sorry, it's a little bit too dark now. Let's try there. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, you can get all over this ship here. Almost looks like it has some room for some more thrusters, I gotta say too. Yeah, this totally looks like a thruster upgrade spot here. And the door would open up. You put in another XL forward thruster here, which is, yeah, would make a lot of sense. Definitely make a lot of sense. Yeah, quite a few probably thruster upgrades in the area here. Let me get back where I was. Yeah, okay, so let's check out this back area here. So it looks like it's just a catwalk that goes across, but then we have both an elevator and a staircase. Oh, so we got like a rear, another pilot seat on the back side of the ship. Now this is the back side of the ship. Yep. All right. So you can fly it that direction as well, which can be really nice. Nice option and feature there. And then this goes right up to the landing deck. Well, you certainly have a lot of room to park. Just lots of stuff on the interior here too. That's a pretty big door mechanism too, so you can get some pretty wide creations in here. And we got another whole deck below us here too, which is pretty wild. So this, yeah, it's like we just entered in a shopping mall over here. Look at this, or like that's cool. I love the signs. I said shopping mall because it kind of looks like you're walking through a fancy shopping mall. We got different shops along the sides and things like that. We got some. Oh, this goes to a module bay too. Interesting. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is interesting setup here with the module doors and these ramps coming down there. I wonder how I trigger those. I wonder if there's maybe there's a switch nearby here. I'll try to figure that out as we go here. So we got a supply area here. Oh, that's cool. I like how it's kind of cut into the ground here, like a little step down. You got some utility down in there. O2 medbay armor locker. Looks like we got another one of those on the other side. So nice, quick fix when you get bring in something here. Kind of love the LCD supply signs in there. And what is this? Press V. Oh, so this is another pilot seat over here. Interesting. You know, it's a really big ship, and you know, if you get in trouble and you're out in space, it would be really convenient to be able to take control of the ship, in like its mid hull area here in this whole level, which is just amazingly big. We got a medical bay down over here. We got another elevator going probably up to the flight deck here, and nope, doesn't go down. Okay. And another module bay here, module bay 4. And med bay, mini bay 4. Okay, that's in between the mini bays and the module bays. I like that. That's a nice terminology. Module bay 6. Wow. Again, just look at that. Oh, that's really cool effect going on there. It's there's a light here, and using this part here, if you got the video settings on to show the shadows and things like that, it's making these circles on the ceiling from the light shining through these pieces here, which is adding that whole really cool looking kind of display up there that you just don't see every day in Empyrion for sure. If you get a little too far away from it, though, it kind of fades away. It looks like it kind of the game tries to optimize itself there and not draw that in. But if you're close to it, you get to see all the shadows from the lights there. That's pretty cool. Holy smokes. So coming along the front over here, wow. We're not really quite at the front, but we're sort of getting there. We've got a whole nother setup over here. So looks like kind of a crew area. Got a shower in here. Oh my goodness, there's an elevator. No. Yeah, well, where does this go? Oh, there's like another floor here. Small deck. And then it looks like it goes up again to here. So now we're up. So we're kind of get up to the second floor right now. Well, man, I didn't even know I had a second floor. I know I had one below, but not up here. So yeah, this is cool too. So we got a bar up here, the Kermigan bar. Get hit and get lit. Nice. So that's cool. I love the glasswork up here for the railing there. That's cool. It's all kind of angled, whatnot. Wow, look at all this. This is kind of like overlooking the main hangar area. Wow. This is crazy here. So this is all part of the bar. So the bar kind of covers this whole area down over there, up into this section here. And then we got another elevator up to the flight deck. Yep, up to the flight deck down that way. Back down to the lower hangar over there. All right, so what about this front room here? Oh, another place to take. Maybe I got this wrong. All these chairs are pointing this direction. Maybe I've got it like backwards, where I was thinking the front is the back and the back is the front. That very well could be. In fact, I bet you it is. That's why all your pilot seats are going this way. There. So sorry about that. I just made sense of it finally. So those two dropship bays are actually on the back of the ship, not the front of the ship. My bad on that one. Just realized that. So yeah, very cool here. I love the LCDs around here too. Look at that back one there. That looks snazzy. Definitely like that. So yeah, this is quite something else. This is just this is one heck of a big ship here. A lot going on with interior. We got the bars. We got another whole deck here to look at yet too. All below where I'm at now. So let's get down there. Let's find a one of these elevators here. Oh, not that one. There's probably one. You know, I probably could have done it all the way from the back there. I just wanted to see if some of these go down. No. How about you? You do. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. Well, that is one heck of a fancy-looking grow plot area. Holy smokes. I just, like, went into a jungle back over here. Wow, wow. That's cool. That is really, really cool. I wasn't even concerned about the grow plots. Obviously, you see the grow plot filler blocks in here, and we probably have, yeah, our grow lights are up in the canopy, which is, yeah, that's cool. That nice looking farm. Very unique. Didn't expect this. This just kind of like came out of left field here. That's cool. That is a really cool and interesting way to stylize a farm. Again, love to see the shadows going on close range. Seeing plant shadows over here. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we got a farming section in here too. So obviously, the number of grow plots here kind of looks like we're running what that'd be 3, 6, 18. So 36 over there. And holy smokes, look at the. Oh my goodness, this is all below the main flight deck. So we got a crafting section over here, so some controllers and constructors. Now this is a way to bring in vehicles from outside, I believe. Let me just open this door up a second here. Yeah, look at that. So this drops, okay, so this would open up to this. There's a trigger that I hit that would also open up those doors to kind of open up the whole area to park in some HVs on the bottom side in this terminal area, I would say. And we got our main bridge, so we're right at the front of the ship. Now, obviously, passenger seats, pilot seat. Oh, that's wild up here, too. Look at this LCD display integrating in some actual blocks into the mix. Oh, that's crazy. That looks cool. That looks really cool. Kind of like just things you don't see often. I have seen, planet formations and stuff like that doing this kind of thing, but this is cool. I have not seen that before. Love all the LCDs at all. Even the passenger seats here have like a system map going on here. Yeah, very, very cool. So our main bridge. Wow, this thing is enormous. So over here, some more construction, advanced constructor, deconstructor over there. We got a medical bay down over here. Looks like a full med bay, just kind of chilling there. All our specialized equipment, plus probably the toilet and the shower. And then a way to here. A way to here. Oh wow! So this is not farming. This is oh man. Look at this. It's got a swimming pool in here. More bathrooms. It's like we got beds up here. Is this like a crew area? That's cool. Yeah, the crew on this ship must really. They probably are lining up to be working on this ship here. Okay, so this is part of. Looks like a cafeteria. We've got our daily deals over here. Muffins, croissants, all that fun stuff. Coffee, well, cappuccino. I mean, yeah, there's no such thing as just plain coffee anymore, I don't think. No, it's cool. It's cool. And interesting slots over here, too. And then we got some bedrooms back in this area. So, yeah, big crew room. Really styled differently again. Kind of styled a little bit like the farming area on the other side, but just some woodwork in there. That's cool. The arrow there as well. Jeez. Okay. So yeah, we've got a place for some crew, and then okay. So we actually kind of looked at this area already from the inside. We came down through it on the other way there. So we've got some, there's probably a lot of P menu options, you know, to open up some of this stuff, I bet. Our landing lines, gravity generators. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. There's just, is there another floor down below here yet? Are you kidding me? Holy smokes. So what is up here? So we got another pilot seat over here. So yeah, I like how the author put pilot seats in a lot of different various places along the ship. Obviously, it's a big, big, big ship. So if you were all the way somewhere in the middle here and got attacked, it looks like you're not going to have to go too far for a pilot seat. Oh my God. Look at these guys. A whole army. They are ready to go. Jeez. All right, so it's got its security, deployable security force as well. Didn't expect that one. Oh, another one. Oh, yeah, we got Team A, Team B over there. Very cool. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I just don't know what to expect next. I'm walking through here, and it's just pretty startling, I got to say. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So I would say we're looking at a big part upgrade room over here. So it kind of looking like we got shield pieces here. Or maybe not. No, these are doors, aren't they? Are they some other kind of module bay? Is that what's going on here? Oh, I got to do more research. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I was thinking like medium shield parts or something like that, but not with the doors down there, I don't think. So these are like SA 1 through 8. Man, I really got to read that, what the description has in store here. But this looks like a different type of module bay, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know. Wow. Wow, wow. Again, insane. Look at all the LCD work going on, too. Just craziness everywhere. Oh, man. Okay, so maybe this is shield parts. You know, it would fit shield parts. Hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, yeah, this would even fit large shield parts in here. And this certainly looks like it would be a fusion reactor with the FR. So that would kind of all line up into a part upgrade area here. But it's just got like access doors on the bottom. I'm just guessing. Again, I really need to look at the description more. It might explain some of this here. But it certainly looks like a shield upgrade room and a fusion reactor point. Or some I don't think this would work for a module. You'd have to come straight up to the top. It would be very difficult to do that. It's only 3x3 blocks, which would be extremely limiting. In fact, you could only get like these can't be module bays. These have to be shield part bays, I do believe. And what is back here? So we got some advanced generator locations, I think, or maybe not. Maybe that's just decorative. Kind of looks almost like the size of advanced generators there. Then we got a warp drive. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at this piece up here. What is that? What is that thing? Why does that look so different? It is a Pentaxa tank, but it doesn't look like a Pentaxa tank. Is there a new model for Pentaxa tanks? Maybe there is. There's got to be. I mean, I've never seen this part before. I literally have never seen that part before. Sorry, I was just studying it. It's just, man, I'm pretty familiar with most of the parts, but I haven't seen that one. So maybe there's an alternative Pentaxa tank now that I just didn't know about. I definitely like how it looks. I think it actually would work out better in most situations than the current or vanilla Pentaxa tank. So then back over here, we've got even more stuff going on. Another pilot seat over here. And then, man, what do we got over here? I don't know, another storage controller. Just, yeah, wild. Just more places to park stuff. Look at all the blinky lights going on in here, doing like a formation coming out of these bays, which these are below the dropship bays. These are just more bays. Maybe some HV loading bays over here. I guess that would make a lot of sense. Park the HVs over there. You got some more room to park them over here. And then you get into the lower section of the ship, and man, you don't want to cause a ruckus on here. They got quite the security team ready to take out whatever shenanigans are going on here. All right. Well, anyway, oh man, hold on. No, not anyway yet. All right. There's kind of like another floor down here. Sort of. Okay, so it meets up to this room. Let's go this way, because I think I'm seeing the CPU core room here. Okay, so that is, God, like wow. Look at this. That looks sharp too. Like the lighting setup in here. That is pretty wild. Yeah, it's amazing what lights can do. I mean, without the lighting, this would look entirely different. You wouldn't get any of that blue going. Well, some of them are actually colored that way, but certainly changes the appearance of this a lot. Oh, and then we get into like a bulk crew room. Oh my goodness! And look at all the more security, and another pilot seat over here as well. And yeah, jeez. Wild. And then this would all open up to land all these people down on the ground here. Again, I was looking for like a switch or something, because there's got to be a way to trigger the whole door mechanism, because it would be attached from this piece to the other part there too. But I'm just not seeing anything. But let's just open this up anyway. All of it here. Here, you know what I can do though? Let's look at signal logic. 4 main ramp. Follow. So yeah, it is set up. I'm missing something here somewhere. Let me just double check P menu. Landing lights, gravity generators. Don't see anything there. Might be like a central area, maybe up in the bridge or something that was controlling that. And right here. Is that it? Let me flip it again. That's it. Okay, it was up top over here. So I was actually on the bottom floor there. So, okay. Wow. I don't think I've been in this area either. Holy smokes. Look what is going on here. Oh, wow. Another like boarding. Wow. Holy smokes. Well, anyway, guys, definitely check this one out. There is a lot of ship here. And I'm certainly, I'm sure I'm missing some places on this ship as well. Some rooms that I probably haven't been into. But yeah, very, very cool. High capacity Helios type module carrier with solar and just amazing amount of docking room, a giant hangar, lots and lots of module bays, a lot of looks like upgrades for shields and like a fusion reactor, stuff like that, thruster upgrade locations. All right, so let's get some lights back on. Holy smokes, again, this is just wow. All right, well, let's look at some numbers here. Start with unlock level 25, size class 48, 40 forward, 42 strafing, 81 lift, 40 reverse, 22 down, 72 fuel tanks, 42 oxygen tanks. We do have we have quite a few cannon turrets and retractable minigun turrets, so 16 total there. We do have a drill turret as well. Interesting. And a detector on board. 28-hour and 48-minute build time. It's actually less than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's really not, for its size and size class, it's really not terribly expensive. It is using some Estrium and Zecosium, but again, I would kind of expect that. Not a huge major amount there. CPU-wise, it's a Core 9. It's a Core 9 build here, unless it's hiding any. Let me shift that up a little bit here. I just wanted to see if there was. Oh, they're all in separate subgroups. I wanted to. I don't think it's running any auxiliary cores or anything like that in here. Yeah, so yeah, CPU compliant Core 9 setup. I almost didn't expect that either. It just looks like it has so much on board, but none of it's super expensive, for CPU wise. So, all right. Well, anyway, let's take a look at some storage here in the carrier itself. So we've got a lot of storage areas. Arbor center fridge. Oh, okay, those are fridges. Got a man, there's gonna be a lot of this to go over too. So a deconstructor controller at 352. Another 352 main controller. A lot of these I think are boxes. I'm just kind of looking at the ones that say controllers. So another 326 there. 326 there. And another 320. Yeah, so we've got a. Oh, wow. Okay, this scrolls down a long ways, too. A lot of boxes and quite a number of controllers. I don't know if it's got a massive amount. We got another 320 for a harvest controller to go with that mining drill on there. So, yeah, quite a bit of built-in storage. But, again, it's a module carrier, and you can certainly get a lot more storage via modules on here, too. Especially this can park a lot of them on the build here. One last thing, I just want to again look at our shield, our stock shield 5550. All right. Well, anyway, awesome job. You can find this again in the video description. You'll see links to all these workshop creations here. But I also added this and the module that you've seen in the Helios module collection as well. So you can get them there as well. Yeah, very, very cool work. This was a lot of work, man. This is a big ship. Awesome work on it. It looks amazing. It's a really fun one to explore, and it's just got capacity like there's no tomorrow on it. Just I can't imagine how many things you could actually put on this ship. Well, even beyond modules, the amount of docking capacity you have on here. And beyond whatever in the hangars, I guess you could say below, the flight deck is massive on here as well. I mean, this is just a big creation. Yeah, very, very nice. Again, it is the 4M60A Corma command carrier by Poetry of Strings. Very, very cool. So before I move on, this contraption down over in the corner here, this ugly piece of junk here, this was the little bit of time I did have to work on Empyrion. I was messing around with a module that's out of power here, and my goal on this ugly looking module currently, obviously far from finished, was to hold a lot of storage. So what I've got embedded in this module, and it's a standard size Helios module, is it's actually running 2640K storage bays on it. Each one of these clusters over here is a 640K storage bay, and then it's basically got 10 per side, so you got 20. I wanted to see how much storage I could get on a single module, and I was kind of building this to be like open air. So, I mean, you spawn it and you park it. What I did realize, though, before the video, is it doesn't have enough power to literally lift off the ground on a planet, because I put such dinky little thrusters in here. It has very little thrust power. but it was enough to park it to, or to dock it to a module bay in space, but not on the land. It just kind of collapsed. No surprise there, really, but it's pretty ugly. I don't know if I want to go this route. I just wanted to see how much storage could I fit on a module. And technically speaking, if I got rid of the center area here, I could probably rearrange things and maybe even get a couple more storage bays on here as well. But I was pretty content with 2640s on a single module. That was kind of fun there. All right, so the next part here is kind of a two-part. Now, this is by the same author, and I normally don't show two creations by the same author on the same video, but it's kind of like a new faction. So let's look at this first, and then we'll take a look at the last piece. So this is the, if I say this right, Falcon space station set by Solustacor. Okay, so this is basically to build space stations out of a whole bunch of individual parts that fit together, a lot like a Skyrim dungeon, I guess you could say. Something like that, if you follow me there. It's used in a lot of different type of stuff, but there are some pretty big pieces on this space station set. Some really big, elaborate pieces here. So all these kind of here's like an upper one and a lower one, and you put all this together to create unique space stations for what I believe is got to be a new faction. I have not heard of this faction name here before, and that looks really cool too. Look at that. That's going to look really cool. And I'd have to show this at night here too. But, wow, let's just take a look at some of these pieces. There's some big ones here, but you've got like this whole framework corridor area where each one of these are kind of like a piece that would fit together. Hallways would link up to this. I can't imagine the amount of combinations of things you could put together with this space station set. Is probably the largest construction set I've seen to date. And again, some of these pieces are pretty big, but you got all your like angled pieces to go. Man, holy smokes! Wow, look at this over here too. Look at the solar panel stuff you can add on here as a piece. And obviously, to put this together, you use a lot of the N key tools. I might try to look at that in a second here too to see if it brings in like different part names in the N key tools here. And then it's also, wow, this is wild. Look at this. This is actually using like the meteor pieces in here combined with blocks on the inside. Those meteors just look nice and smooth and everything. Wow. It's all part of a set as well. This is amazing. I mean, holy smokes. Some of these parts are super elaborate too. Look at the design work on all these different things here. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh, yes. I'm almost half tempted to turn the lights down right now. Take a look at what this looks like. And look at the stuff going on here. Holy smokes. Well, I've never seen a construction set this big and elaborate yet. This is big. This is crazy. And like each one of these, like look at the amount of work in just this piece here. Oh, I see where the other creation came from. All right. So, yeah, that other whole creation is just part of this. Interesting. Yeah, what I'm talking about, this is a ship over here, and if you notice, it's the same ship I've got parked over there, which is an OPV. In other words, a AI-controlled ship. And it's kind of like part of this as well. Wow. Solustacor, holy smokes, man. This must have taken a very long time to make all this. And it's so nice. Like all these pieces. Oh, Like, look at just one part that goes together is this extensive on everything, and there's interior pieces that I haven't even looked at on so many of these different parts. Holy smokes. Yeah, I look forward to seeing some space stations in the game using this this set and this faction. This looks great. Look at that. Interior, yeah, a lot of these pieces over here I bet have interiors too. Some are gonna, some don't have interiors, I'm sure. But, yeah, oh my god. See, we've got like wheat growing in here. I didn't even know that was a thing. Jeez. So this is like the author built like, I don't know, 30 some different creations and put them all together as a set that fit, that were all meant to be a set. Really give hats off to Solustigore here, man. This is extensive. Holy smokes. Look at that. I love the shaping on these pieces, too. So much going on here. Man, I almost want to half tempted to try to put something together with this. This looks like you could build some incredibly large space stations. I mean, look how big this thing is already. I didn't quite look at the size class, but I know the size class is very, very high on this set. But then again, you just build other space stations out of it, and you don't actually ever have this set in the game, unless it's probably in creative when you're building the other stuff out of it. But yeah, this is just amazing. Wow, look at this big cylinder section here. Okay, so that's empty on the inside. I wasn't sure if that was going to be a bunch of stuff or not, but I think some of these areas are going to be. Wow, look how big just that part is. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Definitely check this one out. I think there's some pictures of some assemblies out of it, but and play around with it, make your own stuff. Okay, I'm going to turn on the HUD here, and we're going to look at some N key stuff. And I don't think, oh, I guess they do work. What I was curious about is if it would bring in all this information here. Like each one of these has essentially a bounding box around it where the author kind of set that, and it's got all these parts in here. You can see me scroll through the list of each one of the individual parts. So rather than going through with the selection tool and like manually selecting each one of these, we can grab the part at once and not have to reselect this stuff as you're building. And you can see it even shows you the name of each part over here. And yeah, the author did all this exactly how it was meant to be done. So random piping 1, random piping 2, straight different pieces, furnace 2, storage cylinder 2. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, you can just grab the individual names and then start piecing these things together. And there's a lot of parts here. There is a lot of parts going on. This is, again, the most extensive set like this I've seen to date. I've seen a few. I've seen a few of these like sets to build typically POIs and things out of. You can build some player bases and stuff out of this too. There's no saying it's got to be a POI, but I think that was the intent there. So that is really, really cool how this was done as well. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so I did say I wanted to look at this at night too. A couple of these displays, I just want to see what that looks like in the dark. So let's go pretty dark here too. Like this sign up here is one of them. Wow. That's cool. That's just straight up cool. That's some art for you there. Just amazing how it's done. I mean, it's a combination of LCDs, actual blocks with texture lights, and then other things to cast shadows. Like look at the skyline of the city on the bottom, which is made up with antennas and blocks and things on the bottom side of this. And other parts, like this is all block work here. It almost looks like it's LCD work, doesn't it? It almost looks like it's LCD. And the same thing on with this this like ship flying, or car or ship or something flying across the top over here. That's blocks as well. In fact, I don't think there is any LCDs here, is there? This is all block work. That's wild. Even the lettering here is all blocks. Oh, that's impressive. Now, obviously, we got some LCDs in some of these other pieces, like this over here, and look at how these look at night too. They really do light up nice. So this is going to look great in space, like a big space station set here. And yeah, this part here I wanted to take a look at too. And that, again, is not LCDs, but that's actual block work. But the author just came up with a way to kind of, in some regards, make the LCDs look, or the blocks look like LCDs. Well, not really, I guess. Well, anyway, amazing work here on this as well. So this is just some wild stuff, man. I love to see it. The innovation, the willpower. I mean, to build something this massive and finish it and get out there and whatnot. That's truly amazing. Before I move on, though, now stat wise on something like this is going to be kind of irrelevant. It's not that kind of thing. You know, it's not like you're going to be flying this around. It's just a construction set here. So I don't really want to look at the stats. The only stat I am really curious about, though, is the size class of what this is right now. So this is size class 110, the way it sits here. But obviously, you know, you pick and choose the parts you want, build up a station, you know, whatever the size class that ends up being is what it is. So it obviously probably won't use every single part in it. That's just for building a lot of different space stations. All right, so this is, we've seen the same thing in that, and that's kind of why I wanted to bring this into. So this is the OPV Falcon freighter by Celesticor. So basically, this whole ship is part of one of those pieces over there, but this is just a like a AI controlled freighter ship for the game. So you could probably attack it and loot it and all that kind of fun stuff, but it's not like a player-operated creation. It's flown by AI pilot here. You know, I was going to try to land it, but I realized that I'm not allowed to fly this creation, so I just kind of left it where it is. But yeah, even this is cool. I mean, and I didn't even realize when I brought this in, I thought it was an entirely different creation, but it's actually just part of one of the pieces over there that make up this ship. So this is just like a working AI-controlled version of that ship to really dial it home, where you see more of these parked over there, and you see some of them flying in the ground or flying in space. That's cool. That's cool. Again, there's so much to look at. Even looking at this set, there's so much more to see there, but it would just take a long time. I highly encourage you to check it out on your own, though. Again, some of these creations get so big. I try to show them nicely and try not to miss stuff, but yeah, I could spend hours more just looking at this one creation, and I could have probably spent more time looking at some of these other ones here too. But other than that, that is, well, here, we can look at some numbers here, but again, this is not a player ship, so at least the way it's configured right now, it's quite inexpensive, I will say that. And as in its thrust speeds and whatnot, I don't think it's really going to be very, very relevant to gameplay. So it's not going to be a creation that you'll grab to fly around as your base ship. It's a very cool looking ship, though. It's just kind of a prop. Gameplay content add-in, a prop over there, and a functional AI ship that you can raid and loot and blow up in space over here. So yeah, just wild stuff going on here. So other than that, that is all I've got to show today. Next week, I'm going to try to get going better with some videos again. It is the season. I'm kind of been busy lately and haven't done too much. I had a problem with some plumbing in the house. But I did kind of want to build some kind of module. I don't know if it's going to be what I got going on over here yet. Then I was thinking about like the next build project as well, and I haven't really come to a conclusion on what the next more main build I want to do is yet. So I'll try to once I figure that out, I'll try to do a video and show you whatever results happen on that. But other than that, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.